Did you know that every trial judge in the New York State court system involving a civil lawsuit has their own set of quirky rules that attorneys have to follow? You want to know why this is important and why it applies to you? Well, not to you, but to your attorney. Come join me for a moment as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney practicing law here in the state of New York. So now, when we get assigned to trial, here's what happens. We go into court and there's a trial assignment judge who will now send us out for jury selection. During the course of jury selection, we don't know who your trial judge will be. It is only after we have finished selecting a jury. Now we have to report back to the trial assignment judge, who then looks to see what judges are available for this particular type of case. He then will assign us to the next available judge. At that point, we then get told which judge it is. And did you know that every single judge has their own set of quirky rules? Rules that cover things from how documents are to be served, to whether or not the court gets a copy, or how you check in the courtroom, whether you check in with the court clerk, whether you check in with a court officer. Each judge has their own specific quirky rules that attorneys have to follow. So now, after we get assigned to a particular trial judge, do you think we have the court's rules? In all likelihood, we won't. So what do? The attorneys now go have a private conference with the judge. The judge wants to know a number of things. What's this case about? Why can't the parties resolve their dispute? What are the issues here? How long is this case going to take? How many witnesses do each of you have? And now, do each of you know what my rules are for this courtroom? And in all likelihood, the answer will be no. In that instance, he will then give us copies of his specific rules. And if you don't follow those rules, you can expect to get the wrath of the judge for not following his specific rules. So even though you would think that just because he's a Supreme Court judge, which is the trial level judge in New York, that everybody would be the same, well, in the state court system, that's not true. Each judge is allowed to create their own specific set of rules of how they want things done, how procedures are to be performed in their courtroom, and what occurs during the course of a trial. And that's why it's critical for an attorney to become very familiar very quickly with each of those judges' rules and requirements that he wants from the attorneys who appear in court in front of him. So why do I share this quick information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into what goes on in the trial process here in New York. You know, I realize you're watching this video because you likely have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit, but you have questions that need answers, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. You know, I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, G-E-R-R-Y, @oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.